I remember one time I lent this book to someone and like, you know how sometimes like you can't control your face. You just need to tell your face to shut up, right? Yeah. So she brought the book back and like I'm looking at it and I'm like,
And
I
you're like,
didn't I didn't say a word, but apparently my face said it all. And she's like, takes it back from me and she's like, I'll buy you another one on my lunch break. So my face must have said something that I was not willing to say out loud.
here.
Hello there. Oh, goodness, it's been a morning
Has it already? Oh no,
already.
I
It's
feel
like,
bad.
what's up with that? Ugh.
I mean, it's fucking Friday, right? Like my days have
Yeah.
been, I don't know if it's just fall, but man, my days are jacked.
Like everything feels off recently. Like, when you
Mhm.
wake up and it's like you don't know like what time it is because it's just dark no matter what. And then before I can
Mhm.
leave the office in the afternoon and the evening, it's already dark. It's like
Mhm.
can't see anything at all out there.
I think this is something towards like the autumn shift or like how the universe is just like adjusting itself for the winter.
Hmm.
But like so many people blame it, I think, on like daylight savings. And I'm like, that's not the problem. It's like we're not adjusted to adjusting to the planet. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, that's a different theory. Okay.
Because I think, we do this thing like, oh, daylight savings is to adjust for the time and like the way that the sun rises and whatnot. But I'm like, I think it almost makes it worse. Instead of just going with when the sun gets up, we should get up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I always feel thrown off anytime this time of year. It's just like, and it was especially
Yeah.
weird like the day that the time change happened because the night before my
Hmm.
sister was over here and she spent the
Hmm.
night and like I told her I was like, Drake's probably going to bark in the morning. I'll try to keep him quiet. He's done this for some reason like I don't know what his deal is, but he wants to wake up at like 3:30 to go out and then 4:30 to go out and then 5:30 to go out and it's like till eventually it's just like okay just I'll just get up just shut up so I wake up
No way.
and I'm like I look at the
No way.
clock and I'm like oh did he let me sleep in and then I look at my watch and I'm like wait what and then I thought I heard my sister like shushing him. I could have swore I heard her say, Drake, shut up. And then I walk out and she's not anywhere around. And I'm like, I know she spent the night. Like, where the fuck is this girl? I'm like, she's not on the sofa. I'm like, stuck my head in the guest bedroom. I'm like, Teppa? I'm like, where are you? I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. Let's just go outside. If she's gone, her car won't be here, and then I'll know. Like,
Right.
and so we walk
Right.
outside, and sure enough, her car's gone. And I'm like, where did she go? And I get back, and there's a
Mhm.
text message. She had left like 5 minutes before I woke up. So, like, just missed her. Like, she was still
That's
on her way home when
crazy.
she called me back. It was weird. It was weird. But I was
Wow.
like,
Weird.
yeah, because, and then, you walk through the house, and like, this clock says one thing, and this says another, and then this one says, and it's like, what day is it? Well, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I know it can be really disorienting. Definitely during this time of like weather change. Well, we live somewhere
Oh, the
that like the
weather.
weather starts changing, the air starts changing,
Yeah.
people kind of start changing.
Yeah.
But that's so interesting. Yeah, no, I
It's
don't know.
all
I,
over the
I well,
place.
we were just on vacation, so I'm still on vacation brain. So,
Yeah.
how was your little break? Didn't you get like a little
Um,
break, or was it not really a real break?
well, not really. I do have one coming up. I have it marked right there,
Mhm.
so I do have one there and then like another one over here. So
Mhm.
time is coming, but I feel like I'm in this push to get as far ahead as I can before the end of the year
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
like it feels like just in a few days somewhere like right there. Oh, it's so
yeah.
weird. Like right there,
Like
I
the end
think
of
is like
December.
my quarter one first bundle release goes out and it's like I'm not ready to shift there yet. And then, it's then I get messages from mom. There was like two family group chats going last night about like what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Like and I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with this right now. Let's plan it out because I don't want to plan to take Thursday, Friday off if
Let's
people
plan
that
it
can't to
now. Yeah, let's just
get
plan it
together
now.
until
Yeah.
Saturday,
Uh-huh.
because I've got to get, I want time off, like time, like legit
Right.
time
Like
off. So
real
I've got
time
to
off.
figure
Yeah.
out when I'm working and when I'm off. I can't just be like, oh, well, we'll just do this and then everything will fall in line. That's not how it works. It does not
Right,
work like
right.
that. So that's where I'm at.
Like, do you have family drama or is it really just like figuring out what you're doing?
It's like now that everybody's grown up, it's like
Yeah.
everyone's got
And
like
everyone has their
their
own
side of
families.
family and then this
Yeah.
side of
Yeah.
family and then this one's got this
Mhm.
one and this one and then like do we want to see them? Do we want to go them? Which can we do both? Can we like it's a whole thing. And so it's
Mhm.
like and then we go to bed early and then not everyone
Yeah.
else does that. So like at 8:41 we're getting like family text messages like
Yeah.
buzzing
And
the
you're
crap
like,
out of
I'm
my
in
phone and
bed.
I'm like, "No, like my phone even like cuts off at a certain time. It's like we go into vibrate, like don't bother us. But it's like,
Yeah.
let's just y'all figure it out and let me know. I'm at
Yeah.
that
Like I'm a
place.
late owl, so I apologize if I ever text you like late.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. See, like in our house, like it's pretty easy because me, my husband, and my parents, and my sister and her husband are the only ones that live in Oklahoma.
Hmm.
Everyone either lives in Florida or Colorado or New
Oh,
York.
wow.
So we don't really have that many, like we do Thanksgiving usually at my parents' house, like in Tulsa. But I said this year, like, let's do it at my house so
Yeah.
that because like my husband doesn't have to ask off work because he really gets like one day off for Thanksgiving. He doesn't get like a full week or anything. Where
Yeah.
they get like, because they both work for like the school district, they get like a week off or some shit. So
Oh,
I was like, just come to us, like, come take the day trip. We'll all make dinner. Like, it'll whole be a thing. We'll watch football. Like, our living room is like, I don't want to say better. It's just quote unquote different than their living room, you know?
yeah.
Like, I just
No,
think
I
our
get that.
house has a little bit more of like a entertaining for that kind of casual family, like, let's just get together kind of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Um, I also like my kitchen a little more, but anyways, it's fine.
I totally get that. That's what I was saying last night to the hubby. I was like, everyone just assumes we're doing it here. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And he's like, why not? I'm like, because this is my space and like we have more room and it just makes sense.
I feel comfortable here. If I
Yeah.
want to get sleepy, I can get sleepy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and luckily enough, like Red's parents, like my husband's parents, they're deciding to come up like in between. So they're gonna come do like an early December trip. And we'll just celebrate
Oh,
kind of like both with them for like a
yeah.
week.
That
And
makes
we'll have a
sense.
spare bedroom. So like they can just come stay here, and we have a bathroom for them. And like I said, I like we don't have to ask off work for that. Like that's really
Yeah.
nice. And then for Christmas, my parents are going to do Christmas because we usually spend like the whole weekend with them and they have a dog and we only have a cat, so it's easier for us to spend like the whole weekend.
My dog is like, I don't know if you can hear him, but he's like staring me down from the door of my office, spinning in circles, whining. So I don't know if
Oh
he
no.
may bark like a lunatic here in a minute and I may have to like
That's
pause and take
okay.
him out because he's giving me the stare down. He heard my mom's ringtone. Like, I don't know if you heard that. And I paused it. And he usually knows that that's the time to go out again in the morning. So he's like looking at me like, you know, like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
give me the
Are you
stare
excited for
down.
your live stream today?
Do I?
Have you been liking your live streams? Like, are you excited for your live
Yeah,
stream today?
I'm super excited about it. It's like I'm like counting down the time because I'm super, super excited about this particular one with my very first Notion templates. I'm super excited. Super excited.
Did you get the like computer thing set up where you can like show your screen and shit, or
Yes,
like,
yes.
okay.
So that's how I'm going to do
Yay.
that today. Yeah. And I'm debating if I want to wear my new cat ear headset. Isn't it cute? It's so cute.
It's so cute.
So cute.
That's so cute.
And it
I
lights
have
up.
like a wireless. Oh, I have this purple one, but I never wear it. Like I always just use my sound from my computer. I always
Yeah.
never use my headset.
I just I just really wanted the cat ear headset. And then it's got like the mic where you can do it with or without a mic. And
Hmm.
so I'm like, it's supposed to be like noise canceling and like I can play music on my phone to it or I can hook it up to my computer. I've tested it in both
Right.
places. So I'm just excited.
That's so
I
cute.
I mean,
I
I don't
love
know.
it for
Watch me
you.
like never use it, and it just is
That's
cute.
okay.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I
That's all
don't know.
right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with treating yourself, especially for people who work hard like us. Like, I
Oh yeah.
feel so many people, like, I don't know, it's not like a judgy thing. I mean, maybe it's a judgy thing, but so many people are like, when do you take time for yourself? I was like, when I take a week off and I
Yeah.
go like to the Caribbean or go on a cruise or like go down to Florida for a week. Like
Yeah.
that's when I take my breaks. So it's like sometimes we have to like people who work like us also have to have like, if you want a new pair of headset, get a new headset.
Get a
Like
new
you work
headset.
hard, get what
Get a
you
new
want.
chair. I have a new chair coming.
Yes, yes. What's the
So
point of working if you're not gonna like enjoy the time you're working?
yeah.
Like I don't like people who don't like have a nice office. I mean, not that like everyone who works has the ability to afford like a quote unquote
Yeah. Sometimes it
Gucci
takes
Gabbana
a while
office,
to
but
build up to one that you like.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it takes you a minute to get to like a place where you can like put time and effort into your space where you're being creative and you're being the best version of yourself. You spend probably most of your time in that room.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
you want it to be the best thing
Too much
ever.
if you ask the hubby. He's like, you're always in there. I'm like, look, I'm paying bills,
You
building
want
an
these bills
empire,
paid?
working my ass off. This is what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I admire it. I mean, I think even sometimes like, maybe it's just the millennial comparison in me, but I'm always like, man, she just works so hard.
Is
Where
it
I'm like, I'm gonna go
what
like
seems to
take
blow people's
tasting.
mind is like how much I work plus how much I read. It's like you just
That is
gotta,
mind blowing. It is
fit
mind
that in.
blowing.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have any time in your day?
It's like it's all the time is all allocated to things. Like
Yeah, you're
like
just an organized person.
there's like lots of stuff. I'm pulling up Goodreads because I can't remember what number book I'm on, but okay, well I need to mark that one down. That one's already
It's got to
done.
be like 11 or something because you were like on 9 like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so I think I have to adjust that time. I'm on book 116 for the year. That's where I'm at. Yeah,
What?
116. Mandy, oh my gosh, like hers, let's see what her
Oh my God,
Goodreads says.
Mandy.
Okay, so she's on
Mandy needs to get on more reviews or some shit or like one of those things.
174. Like she messaged me last night. It's like
Are you
after I finished
skimming?
my
Like, is she
workday,
really reading?
she's just blowing through it and she like she messaged me and she's like, "Have you started the book?" And I'm like, "I started it this morning, but I'm only on chapter 4."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm on 15. I'll be done by the end of the day." I'm like, "Bitch, slow down." And then she's like messaging me this morning. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so good. Be prepared to have all the feels." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like
Oh
she's
my
done
God.
already. It's crazy, but it's fun.
So what are you reading right now? What are you reading right now?
So I'm currently reading Lawless. It's
Oh,
book
Lawless. Yeah, I saw
3.
your post about this. I
Yeah,
saw your
it's
post
book
about this.
3 in the Harrow Creek Hawks series, and it comes out
Mhm.
16th. I think it comes out the 16th. Today's the 10th when we're recording this,
So you
just
got
for
like 6 days
our
to
time
finish that
warp
book, girl.
reference thing. Because like,
Well, I'm reading Dune Messiah. I don't know
okay,
if have I book rented about this yet?
you have talked about Dune quite, every once in a while, just
It's like one of my
occasionally.
favorite series, but this is the second book in like the series. And right now it's just like kind of whiny. I don't know.
Um,
Like I guess I'm a really picky reader, I guess. I don't and maybe it's just because I read like not just like fun smart like books or it's like fun and exciting and like you're like yes 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 like this they're like complaining about who he wants to have a baby with right now and I'm like oh my God like get over it like you're not that important like he is that important because he's like now like what I mean like but at the same time I'm like I get it but it's like I don't need to hear you complain one more time about it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like you made your point like how like look I'm like almost I'm almost 200 pages in on like a 330 page book and I'm like are we gonna get to some cool shit like there has been cool stuff because it's very sci-fi so it's
Yeah,
like they could really do whatever they want because it's like fiction
yeah.
so and like the universe is already established but it's like he's like already. And I don't know. It's just like, it's just one of those things where you're just like, it's a transitional book where you don't like the main character's transition, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
annoying. It's like one of those books that you got to get through, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Cause like, did you watch Games of Thrones at all or no? Or did you read Games of
Oh,
Thrones at all?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
oh,
kind of like
yes.
how like the first like bit of it is like, oh, you're gonna follow all of these people, and then those people die, and it's about their kids, and now it's like their kid's story.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of like that where like you can tell they're setting up for like what's to come
Yeah.
after what's in this book, and I'm like, okay, well then like should I just skip to the next book then? Like,
No, you got to have that stuff in between. Like, I think the last time we talked about books, I was about to start a new series, well, new to me series, where it
Mhm.
was like there was 6 books and then there was a novella
Oh
that
yeah,
like
yeah, and then you
bridged
read them in
generations.
something you read them in
So
the wrong
I
order.
just binged all of those. They were great, by the way. I just binged them. And then the next generation book came out, well, it came out for me the other
Mhm.
day, but it doesn't come out until the 16th, but I've already read it and it is so good. And like,
Oh, you got like an early access or whatever?
yeah, so I got an arc for that one too, and it was really good. And I think I'm wondering if this next generation series is going to be better than the first one, because the first one was really good, and then the in between novella was really
Yeah.
good, and it was like a really good setup. Like it was a really
Mhm.
good blend between like the original generation and the next one, and then this first book in the next generation, it was good. I have
Oh, good.
I have
That's
good
awesome. That's
feelings
really good
about
to
this
hear.
one. So,
I think I'm just gonna go back to some tried and true because like Holly just came out from Stephen King. So I think I might just go back and read like the whole Mr. Mercedes, like in like Outsiders, like that whole
oh,
connected universe that he has.
yeah,
I mean, technically his whole universe is connected with like the Dark Tower series, but like the Mr. Mercedes line is like a very like follows one creature and like whatever. So I might just buy all those books and read those again.
just get them all. Just collect them all.
Well, because you can go to like the used books. See, I like real books. Like it's easy for you because you're just like, oh, what?
Oh
And I'm
no,
like,
I remember the days of like tracking down like you're late to join a series and it's like 20
mm-hmm,
books in
mm-hmm,
and you got to go to this
mm-hmm,
used bookstore and that used bookstore and
mm-hmm.
like this one and then like, oh, you found this
Well,
one
now
for like
there's book
$3, but you found this
trading
one for 25 cents and it's like,
on
yeah.
Facebook. There's like book trading like groups
Oh.
where like you just like rotate like series is with other people so
Oh,
that
see,
no one
I
ever
don't
has to like
know.
actually own the book.
That's hard for me because one time when it like back in the day when I was working at Walmart for that little stint of time, I got in sort of like a little book club group with some women there
Yeah.
and it was great, but not everyone treats books like they should. And that is my thing because like I remember one time I
I
lent
know,
a
look how
book
fucked
to someone in the
my
group.
spine is.
See,
Oh, it's not
I
that bad,
get
I guess. But
like
yeah, I mean, like my corners are all fucked. Like I
I get
read,
so
like
like
I
I
sit there
want
and
it
I'm
to
like,
look as good as it did in the beginning for as long as it can. And like I remember one time I lent this book to someone and like you know how sometimes like you can't control your face. You just need to tell your face to shut up, right? Yeah, so she brought the book back and like I'm looking at it and I'm like
and you're like,
I didn't say a word, but apparently my face said it all. And she's like takes it back from me and she's like, "I'll buy you another one on my lunch break." So my face must have said something that I was not willing to say out loud because
well,
it
I
just
feel like it gets
it
to a
hurts
certain
my
part in
heart.
the book where I'm
Okay.
like, I'm gonna keep this book as pure as possible. I'm not gonna fuck it up. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time. And then I get to a part in the book where it gets like juicy, and then I'm like gripping I'm like, and then I'm like
Yeah.
pulling the spine apart. But that's what I like a real book though. But I'm very tangible. Like if I
Yeah.
don't see it, like I'm not gonna do like it's like one of those ADHD things. Like if it doesn't exist physically to me, it doesn't exist at all.
Yeah. I'm like that
Like
when it
even if
comes
it's
to
on my
stuff in the
phone,
fridge
like
and the
that's why sometimes
pantry, but
Instagram is
not so much with the
yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Like if I can't see it front and
Well,
center in
what
the
do you
pantry or the
do?
fridge, it doesn't exist. We don't have it. We need to get it from the grocery store. Like, but the books,
But
that's different. I don't know. I still do have physical books. They're in there. I haven't touched them in a
yeah,
while, but they look
yeah.
beautiful. Most of
Yeah, they
them,
do look really great, don't
unless
they?
someone
You
like
know,
messed with them.
I didn't fuck up my Iliad and my Odyssey and like my Aeneid I kept those really nice because those are like in a set. And then I have 3 sets of Harry Potter. So there's this one right here,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the nicest Costco set that has like the matching spines that I haven't even, they're not even out of the box. Like I've
Yeah.
never even touched these. And then I've got like my ones from middle school that are like torn apart, the pages are falling out of them, like that I read through.
Yeah.
And then I just got actually the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo books for my dad because that's like his favorite series. So I
I
might
think I
just
have
start
that
reading
on a
that
shelf
too.
somewhere, but I haven't read it yet.
Oh, I've seen the movie like a million times, but
Yeah.
I've never read the book. So I like really want to read it. But then I really want to read, I don't know, I want to read a lot of things, unfortunately. And I
All
feel
the
like I never
things.
have time.
All the
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
I even asked my husband, I was like, do we have Kindle Unlimited?
You
He was like,
should.
we have Amazon. And I was like, I don't know how much more a month would it be to get the
No,
Kindle thing.
I'm telling you, Kindle Unlimited has saved
Mhm.
my bank account. Like I'm telling you.
Right, because it's one of those things where like you would just buy. I mean, I in my Amazon storefront right now have like $200 worth of
Mhm.
books.
Yep.
Oh my God, we should start an Amazon book friend.
I have that. I have one. And
Do
it's
you?
like, yeah, I need to update it because I don't have I have a book club, like what is it called? Like I don't know, like
Yes,
a
you
little
told me about
list.
this. You set it up so other people could see the books that you've been
Yeah, so
reading,
I
right?
need to update it. I think
Kind
I've
of like
got quarter
Goodreads.
3 all done, but I don't think I've added but like one book for quarter 4. And I'm like, I don't know, like 20 books in already to quarter
Right,
4. So I need to update
right,
that because I've just been blowing through them. I mean,
right,
like
right, right.
nobody's
Well, it's like,
business.
how many things do you need to update? You do your Bookstagram, you do your book like calendar thing, which is so cute, but like, how much time do you have to even just talk about the books that
I
you
don't know.
are
And
reading versus the books you're reading?
well, and then Mandy messaged me the other day and she's like, I had a dream that we started a podcast about books. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. And then she's like, messaged me again another day and she's like, we should start a book club, like Facebook group. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. Like, I don't know where all this
We should
time's
have her
coming from.
on.